Dhaka, a small city living in the heart of a small country, Bangladesh. A city that is underrated and known for its crowd, mass gatherings, traffic, and noise pollution. Yet, the city manages to be alive and enthusiastic. Well, how? And why should you visit such a city? Well, before we unravel that, let's take an overview of our local cultures. Lalbagh Fort. It's a cultural heritage site situated in the Lalbagh area in Old Dhaka. It's a Mughal fort and a great art signature by Mughal Empire in Bangladesh. Lalbagh Killa is one of the key tourist attractions of Dhaka city. It's known as Fort Aurangabad. This is an unfinished Mughal structure from the 17th century. This construction was started by the Mughal prince who was governor at that time, but not continued by the next governor because of family tragedy. So it is one of the most visited attractions in the city. Military Museum. This museum is dedicated to our independent war history, our defense force, and their courageous contribution in our history. As you explore the museum, you will see various artifacts and exhibits related to the Liberation War of Bangladesh in 1971, which was a pivotal moment in the country's history. The exhibits showcase the struggles, sacrifices, and achievements of the people of Bangladesh during this period. The Bangabandhu Military Museum is managed by the Bangladesh Army, which played a crucial role in the Liberation War of Bangladesh. This association with armed forces highlights the importance of military in safeguarding the country's sovereignty. Whether you are a history buff, a student, or simply curious about Bangladesh and its culture, the Bangabandhu Military Museum is a fascinating and educational experience. Come, visit, and learn about the struggles and triumphs of this proud nation. If you are a bookworm or you'd like a tour into the legacy of Bengali literature, then Batighar is a place you must visit. It serves varieties of Bangla books from Rabindranath to Humayun Ahmed. It's more like a book cafe where you can enjoy snacks and take a look into Bengali culture. Bangladesh is not only about cities, rather it's about village and their lifestyle as well. As a guide in the city, this place could be a glimpse of our rural culture. It has bamboo crafts, mud crafts, handmade clothes, etc. This place is more like a representation of how our rural culture contributes to economic development and other ways. Nokshikatha, utensils made from mud, is quite a heritage in our culture. So, as a visitor, you can also take this with you as a souvenir from Bangla culture.
Here, food is not just food, it's an emotion. Whether you talk about homemade food or street food delicacies, the food we serve is served passionately. The classic Bengali recipes are complex, yet every homemade food can be aced because the food we make is made with love. The pithas and sweetmeats are the simplest yet rich in taste dish of Bangladesh. Puli pitha, patichapta, nokshi pitha, jhilapi or khejur gurar payesh. Desserts are inevitable, and when you take a bite, you can't ignore relishing it. Fuchka is possibly the most classic street food of Bangladesh. It's filled with smashed potatoes inside a crispy shell served with tamarind water. Our love for dessert is so deep that even in Fuchka we invented doi Fuchka. While bhat, mach, bhorta, niramish are our comfort food, Bengalis have a rather adventurous taste bud. That's why an extremely complex and hybrid dish like kachi is also integrated in our culture. As a dietary delicacy after the weddings, alongside kachi, we also serve mishti pan. And if you have a curious and adventurous taste bud, then you should definitely try the shop that serves this fire pan. Although there is no such drink that can be connected specifically to Bengali culture, tea is a source of happiness and epitome of hospitality in our culture. Every Bengali household you visit, a cup of tea is a must. And with our emotion towards food, we even created varieties in tea. One more drink that is everywhere in our street is akhe sharbat or the sugarcane juice. In a hot summer day, a chilling glass of this sweet juice is like a drop of heaven. Well, you may ask now, is it worth it to really visit the country because of the foods? Well, the major portion of Bengalis come from a lower middle class background who are simple minded. So, when they observe a foreigner walking down the street, they are nothing but excited and enthusiastic to serve you. While the crowd and gatherings might be suffocating, this is one of the factors that make Dhaka city bustle with excitement. Thus, it keeps you so active that you may never feel bored despite Dhaka city not being a very eye pleasing place. Moreover, what you experience here is an odd hybridity that is rare in other countries. On one hand, you'll notice a progressive country advancing towards technicality like metro rail and Podda Setu. On the other hand, you experience the hospitality and simplicity of friendly people. On the surface, visiting Dhaka might seem exhausting, but once you experience the food, hospitality, and active atmosphere, it will be worth it. Come and experience.